Hello, this is Kevin Annett, Eagle Strong Voice. It's Monday, August 30th, 2021. I'm speaking to you from the sovereign territory, the Free Republic of Kanata, formerly the Dominion of Canada. Tyranny is descending at every level. And here within Canada, or Kanata, you on September 20th will be expected to ratify that tyranny. The criminal regime in Ottawa has called a federal election for September 20th. You need to boycott this election if you believe in liberty and sovereignty. And here's 4 reasons why. First of all, if you vote, you're signing away your authority to a foreign monarch. Every member of parliament, every politician, judge, senior servant, anyone takes a personal oath of allegiance, not to the people, not to the Constitution, but to criminally convicted foreign monarch Elizabeth Windsor in London. So you're signing away your authority and your ability to govern yourself whenever you vote. Secondly, treason is also committed by both the Liberal and the Conservative parties, routinely. And here's an example of that treason when they brought in jointly the Foreign Investment Protection Act, which allows China to station its foreign troops on Canadian soil. Both parties, with the collusion of the other minor parties, are selling out this country to China, officially. Now, under the Foreign Investment Protection Act, China can not only station its troops here and bring in the illegal immigrants, they can choose to ignore whatever laws they'd like in Canada. They're setting up a nation within a nation, in other words. Canada as a direct colony of China. Also, they can buy up as much of the economy as they like. All restrictions have been removed by the Trudeau government. Chinese investment in Canada has increased 15 times in the last decade. That's an example of the direction we're heading. Soon there won't be a Canada. That's all the more reason to have our own sovereign republic as the only alternative. You can't work in the system, it's controlled from abroad. Thirdly, Canada is a convicted genocidal regime. The evidence is at murderbydecree.com. Canada and its churches were found guilty of genocide in 2013 in a common law court in Europe. Pope Benedict was forced to resign, Queen Elizabeth, Prime Minister Harper, all the top officials of church and state were found guilty of genocide. That means under international law at that point, Canada has lost its right to govern and citizens are obligated not to vote, not to pay taxes to a criminal regime. And finally, you're voting with a gun to your head if you vote today. The COVID police state is reducing you to the state of an Indian on reservation. For over 150 years, no Indian on reservation in Canada can refuse a shot in the arm or medical treatment or they go to jail. Now they're applying the same draconian Indian Act on all of us. There's now a Canadian Act by which we don't have rights. We have to show identification to move around eventually, the so-called vaccine passports, which are not being given to you for your consent, but are being imposed on you. Similarly, on the reservations, you had to show a special card to go on and off. Citizens are abolished, in other words, any notion of citizenship under the law. We refuse to ratify that kind of tyranny by voting for it. That's the simple point. Now, what's the alternative? The only alternative is to establish our own sovereign republic. That's what international law says, that's what common law says. We have set up the framework for that republic 6 years ago in Canada. Republic of Kanata.ca gives you all the information about citizenship, everything you need to know to not only take up personal citizenship, but help set up local republic assemblies that can take back governance into your own community. 12 or more people sign a charter, you're a legislature, you can pass your own laws. So we have to do that. But also, specifically on September 20th, on the day of the federal election, we're setting up an alternative balloting system so that you write to Republic National Council at protonmail.com and you write the words, "I cast my vote for the Sovereign Republic of Kanata," K-A-N-A-T-A. I cast my vote for the Sovereign Republic of Kanata. Send that to Republic National Council at protonmail.com. You voted for the Republic, but vote with your feet. And we say to all the officials, stand down from your oath of allegiance to the crown and stand up for the Republic. That's a message that's going out to every public official, every policeman, every soldier and judge in Canada, in Kanata. And finally, their plan to bring in vaccine passports. Our response to that is to issue our own passports. Now on September 8th is the first anniversary of the passing of our law that banished all COVID measures within Kanata. You cannot mask, distance, quarantine, or impose mandatory vaccinations, or you're breaking the law of the Republic of Kanata, and you could go to jail and be tried in our common law courts. These Republic passports will be issued starting September 8th. And to learn more, write to Republic National Council at protonmail.com. But besides the boycott and the setting up, we have to recognize that we need to create a new nation from the grassroots. Within the shell of the old, collapsing society, we will build our new nation. But that requires every one of you. Read the background information, murderbydecree.com, republicofkanata.ca. Within a year, we'll be holding elections to a national Congress to supplant the criminal regime in Ottawa. And finally, to our Indigenous brothers and sisters and allies represented here in the Turo Wampum flag of the original treaty and the three founding nations, English, French, and Indigenous, we are reestablishing the original dream of our ancestors of a republic that embraces all of us. Because of the mass grave found in Kamloops and all over the country, of not 215 but over 60,000 children that we have documented at murderbydecree.com, these Indigenous nations have banished Canada, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, and the Catholic, Anglican, and United Churches from their territories. They're to get off or they'll face arrest. Their property and assets are forfeited under international and tribal law. So this is an example of the action you can take. Boycott the election. Vote for the Republic. Stand down from the criminal regime in London and Ottawa. Stand up for the Republic. I'm Kevin Annett, Eagle Strong Voice, a co-convener of the Republic. Write to me personally, angelfire101 at protonmail.com. Stand by for more.